Got here before the rush and that never happens. Found a rhythm before I even sat down. Some mornings fight you the whole way through. This one decided to make it easy instead. I didn't have to convince myself to start the first thing, just led right into the next. That's rare enough that I noticed it happening and decided not to question why. Found my rhythm before 9 and I'm riding it as far as it goes. Whatever made today different, I hope it remembers me tomorrow. Answered the hard email without overthinking it. Crossed off the thing I've been avoiding all week. Sometimes the momentum just arrives on its own, and you'd be a fool not to use it. I know this won't last all day. Most good rhythms break somewhere after lunch, but for right now I'm inside it, and that's worth paying attention to. Found my rhythm before 9, caught it before it even knew I was looking, riding it through whatever comes next. Grateful for the mornings that cooperate. I can't always explain why some days click while others fight you for every inch. Today just clicked and I'm taking it. No questions, just gratitude. Found my rhythm before 9 and I plan on keeping it as long as it'll stay. Whatever's coming this afternoon, I'm walking into it already ahead, already past the hard part, writing it out. Good morning turns out.
Some days you have to drag yourself through. This wasn't one of those for once. Everything I touched just moved the way it should. Like the day decided not to fight me back. I noticed it around the second cup, how easy it all felt without trying. Didn't want to jinx it by saying it out loud, so I just kept going while it lasted. This is the kind of day that doesn't push back, where the work and the rhythm line up right. Not every day gives you this, so when it does, you ride it as far as it'll take you. Even the things I usually dread turned out easier than I built them up to be. Funny how half the resistance is just expecting it, and today I forgot to expect anything. By early afternoon I'd already done more than most days managed by 5. Not because I pushed harder, just because nothing was pushing back. This is the kind of day that doesn't push back, and I want to remember what made it different. Probably nothing I can replicate on purpose, but worth noticing while it's still happening. I used to think good days needed a reason. Now I think they just need you to show up. Today showed up easy and I met it halfway, and that turned out to be enough. This is the kind of day that doesn't push back, the kind you carry into tomorrow if you can. Not asking for another one exactly like it, just hoping the next hard day remembers this one exists. Didn't fight today didn't fight back either. Good trade.
Said I'd be gone for 30 minutes. That was almost an hour ago now. Found a spot outside and the weather had opinions about whether I should go back at all. Nobody texted asking where I was, so I figured nobody really needed me yet. Ordered something I don't usually get, just because today felt like that kind of day. Lunch break lasted longer than it should have, and honestly I'm not sorry about it. Sometimes you need the extra 20 minutes more than you need to look responsible. Watch the street do its early afternoon thing, people moving slower than they were at 9. Caught myself doing the same thing, matching the pace without deciding to. I'll make up the time somehow, probably stay a little later, work a little faster, but right now none of that matters. Right now I'm still sitting here. Lunch break lasted longer than it should have, and the work will still be there when I get back. Funny how the day doesn't actually fall apart when you take a little more than you're given. I used to feel guilty about exactly this, like every minute had to earn its place. Today I let one stretch a little longer, and nothing bad happened, nothing at all. Lunch break lasted longer than it should have, and I think I needed every extra minute of it. Walking back in, feeling more myself than I did when I walked out. Back to it now, worth every extra minute. No regrets. Caught the light right before it changed. Got my coffee without waiting in line. Found a seat that nobody else wanted. Small things, but they kept on happening. None of it should add up too much, but somehow it does. Somehow it changes the whole shape of the day. I'm not going to question the math on this one. Just take it and keep moving forward. Everything just lined up today, like the universe ran out of reasons to slow me down. Don't know how long it'll keep going, but I'm grateful for every minute it does. The song I wanted came on without skipping. The email I needed showed up right when I needed it. I'm starting to think today is just deciding to make things easier than they usually are. I'll take it without over surprising. Some days you get the lucky version of the schedule. Today happened to be one of those, and I'm not gonna waste it wondering why. Everything just lined up today. Every small piece falling exactly where it should. Tomorrow might go back to the usual struggle, but today I got the easy version and I'm taking it. I wanna remember what this felt like for the next time everything fights back instead. Today is proof that it can go this way, even if it doesn't always. Everything just lined up today, and I wrote every bit of it without question. By the time the day winds down, I'll still be thinking about how easy it was. Lined up, start to finish. Don't ask me how, just glad it did. You brought your laptop, I brought mine. Neither of us said much, just settled in. Two different things on two different screens, but somehow getting more done side by side. We don't talk while we're working, don't really need to, that's not the point. Just having someone across the table makes the hours move a little easier. We work better in the same room. We work better in the same room. Quiet company, own thing, counts for more than people think. We work better in the same room. You looked up once to show me something funny. I looked up once to ask what time it was. That was basically the whole conversation, and somehow it was exactly enough. Some afternoons need talking through, and some just need someone there. Today was the second kind, and we both seemed to know it without saying. We work better in the same room. We work better in the same room. Quiet company, own thing, counts for more than people think. We work better in the same room. I don't think I could explain this to anyone, why getting nothing solved out loud still makes the whole afternoon feel less alone. But it does every single time we work better in the same room. That's just a fact at this point. Close the laptops around the same time without either of us checking the other's screen. We work better the same room. Different work, somehow it adds up. See you here again tomorrow. There's a particular kind of wind today, the kind that makes you wanna be outside in it. Not cold enough to close the window, just right enough to make you glad you didn't. I've been waiting for a day like this, without knowing that's what I was doing. Now that it's here, I wanna stay in it. as long as the afternoon will let me. When like this makes everything feel easy, like the week was lighter than it actually was. Like all the things I was holding on to were never really that heavy to begin with. I took the long way back from nowhere in particular. Let the road decide how long it wanted to take. By the time I got to where I was going, I'd already forgotten why I was in a hurry. Some days give you exactly what you need, without asking what that is first. Today handed it over without a word, and I took it without asking why. Wind like this changes how the light lens makes everything look a little more worth keeping. The ordinary things outside my window suddenly look like they've been waiting to be seen. I want to remember this specific feeling, not the day, not the details, just this, the way the air moved through and didn't stop, and took something heavy with it when it left. When like this only comes around sometimes, and when it does you have to let it find you. Open the window, let it do its thing, and trust that what it takes was ready to go. Came through the window, changed something, glad it did. Ordered something I'd never tried before, sweet enough to make the afternoon feel generous. Took the first sip and just sat with it, not in a hurry to get back to anything. There's a particular kind of warmth that shows up around 2 in the summer. Not heavy, just present, just enough to make you wanna stay where you are. The afternoon tastes like peach today, soft around the edges, easy to enjoy. Nothing urgent waiting to interrupt it. Just this, just now, just exactly right. The light came through gold instead of white, made even the ordinary parts of the room look better. I noticed things I usually walk past, like the day had turned the saturation up a little. Some afternoons just hand you something good, without asking what you did to deserve it. This one did, and I didn't question it, just took it and let it last as long as it would. The afternoon tastes like peach today, sweet without being too much, warm without the weight, the kind of hour that makes the rest of the week feel a little more worth getting through. I want more afternoons like this one, not perfect, just easy, just kind. Today gave me that without trying, and I'm not in a rush to leave it. The afternoon tastes like peach today, and I'm savoring every part of it. Whatever comes after this hour will have to wait its turn. Still tastes sweet, still in no hurry. Glad I stayed.
Spent 20 minutes thinking it through, when the answer was obvious from the start. Sometimes you need the detour anyway, just to trust the thing you already knew. I could have saved myself the wondering, but I don't think I would have believed it. Some conclusions need the long way before they actually stick. Took the scenic route to the same conclusion, ended up exactly where I started, but somehow it counts for more this way. Like I earned the answer instead of guessing it. Walked around the block twice, talking it out loud. Just me and whatever I was trying to figure out. By the second lap, it was settled. Felt different than if I'd known it from minute one. I used to think the long wait was wasted time. Now I think it's just how some things work. You circle around until it's ready, and then it lands like it was always going to. Took the scenic route to the same conclusion, and I'd probably do it the same way again. There's something about arriving slowly that makes the arriving feel more like mine. Not every answer needs to come fast. Some need you to walk around them first. Today I gave mine the time it wanted, and it paid me back with certainty. Took the scenic route to the same conclusion, 20 minutes longer than it needed to be, but I trusted more for the wondering, and that's worth something. Probably everything. Same answer. Ooh, better trust. Worth the walk.
3 o'clock in the morning's energy is gone, replaced by something slower, something easier to manage. I stopped fighting it around the second cup and just let the pace match whatever the hour wanted. Nobody's expecting much from me right now, which is its own kind of relief. I can feel my shoulders coming down from wherever they've been sitting since this morning. 3 o'clock doesn't ask much, just enough attention to keep things moving. The rest of it I get to keep for myself. A small stretch of the day that belongs to no one else. Someone walked by with 2 coffees, looked tired. I probably looked the same an hour ago. There's a particular kind of tired that hits mid-afternoon. Not bad, just honest about where the day's at. I used to push straight through this hour, now I let it be what it is. A little slower, a little quieter before before the last stretch picks back up. 3 o'clock doesn't ask much of anyone, and today I gave it exactly that much back. Found a rhythm that wasn't trying too hard, and rode it until the next thing showed up. I think every day has an hour like this, where everything softens whether you want it to or not. Today I stopped resisting and just went with it, and the rest of the afternoon was easier for it. 3 o'clock doesn't ask much, and that turned out to be exactly enough. Caught my breath before I needed to, and kept going with a little more in the tank. Caught my breath in time, ready for what's left. Good timing, honestly. There are days that ask too much, and days that ask for nothing at all. Today fell into the second kind, and I didn't waste a minute of it. Something about the pace of this afternoon made everything feel like it had room in it. Like the hours had been stretched a little, just enough to breathe inside them. I could stay in this feeling forever, the kind that doesn't push or pull, just holds you where you are and lets the rest of the world wait outside. Music matched the mood without trying. The light came through at exactly the right angle. I wasn't looking for a perfect moment, but one showed up and made itself at home. These are the hours I wanna save somewhere, not photograph, just feel all the way through. Let them settle into wherever feelings go when you're done needing them to stay. I could stay in this feeling a little longer, let the afternoon stretch past where it usually ends. The week was long enough to earn this, and I'm not in any hurry to give it back. There's a version of contentment that doesn't come from having everything, just from being exactly where you are and finding that it's more than enough. I could stay in this feeling all weekend, let it carry through to Monday if it wants. Hold on to the particular quality of today, the way it arrived and didn't ask for anything. Right here, right now, nowhere better to be. I woke up and I'm just in a good mood. Don't ask me why, I really don't know. it's the weather, maybe it's nothing. I'm not gonna question it, I'm just gonna let it go. Put my favorite shirt on for no occasion, hum something on the way to the door. This feeling doesn't need a reason, I'm just gonna ride it like I never have before. I'm in a good mood and I don't need a reason. I'm in a good mood, that's just where I'm at today. Things could go sideways later, I don't know. But right now I'm okay. Smiled at a stranger and they smile back. That's all it took to make my whole day better. Sometimes it really is this simple. You just catch a good one and you let it stay. I'm not chasing anything bigger than this. Don't need a big win, don't need a sign. This small, easy, unexplainable happiness is honestly more than enough this time. I'm in a good mood and I don't need a reason. I'm in a good mood, I'm just gonna keep it going. Whatever's coming, I'll deal with it later. Right now, I'm here and I'm glowing. I know it won't last forever, good moods never really do. But while it's here, I'm gonna live in it and let it carry me all the way through. I'm in a good mood and I don't need a reason. I'm in a good mood, simple as that. Maybe tomorrow I won't feel this way, but today I do, and that's that. No reason, just good, I'll take it. See you tomorrow, maybe. No reason, just good, I'll take it. See you tomorrow, maybe.
You pick the music, I'll pick the drinks. That's how we always end up doing this. You know what you want before you even sit down. I'm still reading the menu like it's gonna surprise me.
We don't need a reason to come here, we just do almost every week. It's not exciting, I know that,
But it's exactly what I need.
you pick the music, I'll pick the drinks.
We've got this whole thing figured out.
By now, no big plans, no big talk, just you and me, and however the hour goes. You pick the music, I'll pick the drinks.
You laughed at something on your phone, showed it to me. I didn't really get it.
Laughed anyway because you were laughing.
That's usually how it works with us.
I like that we don't have to try.
I like that this is just easy.
No one's performing, no one's impressing.
We're just here being whoever we actually are.
You pick the music, I'll pick the drinks.
Same as last time.
Same as the time before. I'm not tired of it, not even a little.
I think I could do this every week
and never get bored. You pick the music, I'll pick the drinks.
Some people need new things to stay interested.
I think I just need you across the table.
Same order, same playlist, same conversation.
Somehow it never gets old. You pick the music, I'll pick the drinks.
We'll figure out the rest as we go.
Nothing's planned past this hour,
and I like it better that way, you know.
You pick the music, I'll pick the drinks. Same time next week,
you know where to find me.
I'll bring the good mood. The bus came right when I got to the stop. That's one, I'm counting that as a win. Got my coffee order right on the first try. That's two, I'm not taking this for granted. I know it's small, I know it doesn't matter much, but I'm gonna notice it anyway. Some days nothing goes right at all, so when it does, I'm gonna say so. Three things went right, and I'm counting them out loud to myself like it's a real list. Doesn't take much to make a good day. Just three small things and a willingness to notice. Found a parking spot right out front. That's three, and I actually said yes out loud. People probably think I'm talking to myself. I am, and I don't even care. This isn't about everything being perfect. It's about catching the good when it shows up. Most days I let it pass right by me. Today I'm not gonna do that. Three things went right, and that's enough. I'm not asking for a fourth, I'm just grateful for the three small wins stacking up into something that feels a lot like a good day. Actually, three things went right, and I'm counting them out loud to myself like it's a real list. Doesn't take much to make a good day. Just three small things and a willingness to notice. I wanna keep doing this, counting the small stuff, not waiting for something big to feel good. Three things is plenty, three things is real, and real is better than waiting around for perfect. Three things went right, and I'm counting them, writing it down so I don't forget by tomorrow. Some days you get the big wins, today I got the small ones, and I'll take it. Three things went right, and I'm counting them out loud to myself like it's a real list. Doesn't take much to make a good day. Just three small things and a willingness to notice. 3, 4, 3, calling it a good one. See you tomorrow, hopefully 4.
I stopped forcing it around 11. Just let the work happen at its own pace. Funny thing is I got more done after that than I did the whole hour before. Pushing too hard, I keep relearning this lesson, that trying harder isn't always the answer. Sometimes you just need to loosen the grip and let the thing find its own way through. Got more done by not trying so hard, which doesn't make sense, but it's true every time. I should write it down somewhere, I'll actually see it for the next time I forget and grip too tight. Put on some something easy in the background. Stop checking the clock every 5 minutes. By the time I looked up again, I cleared more than I expected to all day. There's a version of working hard that actually works against you. I think I found the other version today, the one where you let it come instead of chasing it. Got more done by not trying so hard, and I wanna remember this feeling. Next time everything feels like a struggle, I'll think back to today and just let go a little. I don't know why this is so hard to remember. It's not complicated, it's actually simple. Push less, trust more, let the rhythm carry you. But somehow I have to relearn it every time. Got more done by not trying so hard. Closed my laptop earlier than I expected to. The work got done and I'm not exhausted. That might be the best part of all of it. Done early, not even tired. Worth remembering this one.
I'm not in a rush today, can you tell? Everything I'm doing has a little more give in it. Even the hard parts feel softer somehow, like the day put a cushion under everything. Don't know if it's the weather or just me, probably doesn't matter either way. I'm taking the gentler version of today and not asking too many questions about it. Soft around the edges today, nothing sharp, nothing demanding too much. Just an easy kind of moving through things that I wish I could bottle for the harder days. Even the traffic didn't bother me, just sat with it, let the music fill the gap. Usually that kind of thing gets under my skin. Today it just rolled right off. I think I needed a day like this without realizing how much until it showed up. The softness isn't doing anything special, it's just letting things be a little less hard. Soft around the edges, easy in the middle, the kind of day that doesn't leave a mark either way, but still somehow makes everything better just by being a little kinder than usual. I want more days like this one, not because anything amazing happens, just because everything feels manageable, and manageable is underrated, honestly. Soft around the edges today, and I let it be exactly that. No pushing, no forcing anything sharper, just a gentle day, and that was enough. Still soft, even now, taking it with me into tomorrow, hopefully. Around 4, the noise just stopped, like the day had said enough and meant it. The street outside went somewhere quieter, and I went with it. without deciding to. There's a particular hour in the day where everything gets permission to slow down. I used to push straight through it. Now I save it like something worth keeping. Late afternoon and the world went quiet, and I let it, for once I let it. Sat with the silence until it felt familiar, and found it wasn't empty, just patient. The light came through at a different angle, catching things it usually misses. A dust of gold across the ordinary that made the ordinary feel worth noticing. Some hours arrive like a gift you didn't ask for, wrapped in nothing, easy to overlook. Today I caught it right before it passed, and held it open long enough to see inside. Late afternoon, doing what it always does, turning down the volume on everything. And in the quiet that came after, something I'd been carrying got a little lighter. I think the quiet has always been there, waiting between the louder parts of the day. I just never stayed long enough to find it, always moving on before it had a chance to land. Late afternoon and the world went patient, and I matched it breath by breath. By the time the hour moved into evening, I was somewhere I hadn't been in a while. 4 o'clock, world went quiet, found something there.
Closed the last tab early, then I planned, sat there a second, not knowing what to do with that. I'm used to running right up to the deadline. Today I beat it by an hour, easy. Didn't rush to fill the extra time, just let it sit there, unclaimed for a minute. That's rare for me. Usually I find something to pour into every open space. Wrapped up earlier than I expected, and didn't start something new. Just sat with the quiet for a little while, let the day end a little before it had to. Made coffee, I actually had time to enjoy instead of drinking it cold. An hour later, small thing, but it added up to something that felt like getting back a piece of the day. I keep forgetting that finishing early is allowed, that it doesn't need to be filled right away. Today I remembered, and I'm glad I did, even if I forget again tomorrow. Wrapped up earlier than I expected, and gave myself the extra hour without guilt. That's harder than it sounds, honestly, but today I managed it. it felt good. I think I'm getting better at this, at letting done mean done, not just pause. Today was proof that it's possible, even if it took me longer than it should have. Wrapped up earlier than I expected, and spent the extra hour doing absolutely nothing, which turned out to be exactly what I needed, more than I knew until I had it. Done for real this time, hour to spare, don't mind if I do. Done for real this time, hour to spare, don't mind if I do.
Checked the clock and felt that little lift, the kind that shows up when the end's in sight. Not done yet, but close enough to taste it. Already thinking about what comes after this. The last hour always moves different, slower somehow, even though it shouldn't. I'm watching the minutes like they owe me something, which I know isn't fair, but here we are. Almost time to close the laptop, almost time to let today be done. Just a few more things to wrap up, and then whatever's next can begin. Sent the last email without overthinking it. Save the file, close the tabs one by one. There's a small satisfaction in shutting things down properly, instead of just walking away mid-thought. I used to rush this part to slam the laptop shut and bolt. Now I take the extra minute, let the day actually end instead of just stopping. Almost time to close the laptop and step into whatever the evening wants to be. No more emails, no more tabs, just me and the rest of today. This is my favorite part, honestly. Not the work, not even finishing it, just this small window right before, when everything's almost done, but not quite yet. Almost time to close the laptop, and I'm taking my time getting there. No rush to leave, no rush to stay, just easing into the rest of the day. Closing it now, see you tomorrow. Laptop, evening's mine. The sun was going down ahead of me, and I just kept driving into it. Wasn't trying to catch it or outrun it, just heading in the same direction for a while. There's something about driving west at this hour, where the road and the light are doing the same thing, both of them running out slowly, both of them making it look easy. Driving into the last light of the day, not chasing anything, just moving through the part of the afternoon that turns into evening without asking permission. Turn the music down to hear the road better, then turned it back up when the song got good. Some decisions make themselves, and the ones that do are usually right. By the time the orange started fading out, I'd covered more ground than I'd planned to. Didn't mind the tank was still half full, and the road hadn't given me a reason to stop yet. Driving into the sunset like it's something to do, which it turns out is exactly what it is. The kind of evening that justifies the detour and makes the long way home feel like the right call. I don't know what I was working through out there. Maybe nothing, maybe something I can't name yet. Either way, I came out the other side of it, somewhere past the last exit, feeling lighter, driving into the last light and letting it go, watching the day close from the front seat. Turned around when the dark started winning and headed back, knowing something had shifted. Sun went down, kept going anyway, turned around eventually. You asked how my day was, and I said good. You said yours was good too, before I even finished. We both kinda paused after that, like neither of us expected to actually mean it. Most days the answer is fine, or tired, or something polite that doesn't say much. Today we both just said good, and it actually felt true. When we said it, we both said the same thing about today, without planning it, without checking first. Good days don't always line up like that, but today ours did, and that's worth noticing. You told me about something small that went right. I told you about something small that went right too. Neither one was a big deal on its own, but put together they made the whole evening better. I like when our good days match up more than I probably say out loud. It's not something you can plan for, it just happens, and you notice when it does. We both said the same thing about today. Good, simply good, nothing more complicated than that. Some days need more explaining. Today didn't need any at all. I want more evenings like this one, where the answer is easy, and it's actually true. Not every day works out that way, but when it does, it's worth saying so. We both said the same thing about today, and then it, which doesn't always happen. Good just